Welcome back, everyone. Joining us now is Carl Friends. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us here on Concho Valley Live. Now, Carl is with the American Legion. You guys have a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. Actually, you have a Vietnam Veterans program. Talk to me about that.
The 29th of March is Vietnam Veterans Day, and this will be our third Welcome Home event that we have run. It'll be at the Angelo State Alumni Center, the LeGrand Alumni Center, and it starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we'll do a balloon release at that time, and then at 3:30 we'll start the program. And what the program is for is to welcome back those who served during the Vietnam period, and that period runs from 1 November of 1955 and goes through 15 May of 1975. And if anybody served during that time period, they did not have to be in the war zone in Vietnam, just that they served during that time period, they're eligible for a commemoration pin and a welcome home ceremony, which they did not get during that time period. Because the military took the brunt of the unpopular war, and were blamed for it and did not get welcomed home. Whereas, thank goodness, those that are serving now are treated properly as for what the sacrifices they had to make. But the program is to, like I say, to welcome them home. It's an interesting program, a lot of activity in there, and we'll have a good speaker with, he is the son of a Medal of Honor winner from the Vietnam War. Airman First Class Levito was the one that earned the Medal of Honor. Right. But we will have the ceremony, and we'll have a burger burn by the Elks Lodge after the ceremony. Right there at the LeGrand? Yeah, at the LeGrand. They'll be out on the patio out there. Those that are eligible to receive the pin or haven't received the pin yet, please go online at Vietnam 50th 50THCPP and register. And then if they're going to try and attend the ceremony to be pinned this time, they need to also RSVP. Anybody else that's already been pinned can also attend, and they just need to go in and do the RSVP to let us know, because we're nearing capacity. Right. But we also have, it's eligible for any member of a Gold Star family. That's somebody that was killed in Vietnam, and their name is listed on the wall. Can receive a Gold Star pin, and that would be father, mother, but I doubt very many of those are left alive these days. But and the spouse or the children of the individual can receive a Gold Star pin. It sounds like a wonderful gesture for those individuals that weren't welcomed home back then. How many service members have you honored since you started doing this? Oh, that's a good question. But you know what? We thought that there was, geez, I'd have to check with our director. Tom Nuri's the one who's really behind the program. And I just can't remember how many, but it's been quite a few. Wow. But we're surprised at how many we're finding that didn't know about it and are and still yet to, and here's their chance, right? And but there's another category too, and that's if the individual served during that time period and has since passed away, didn't die in Vietnam as a result of the war, but passed away later. If the spouse is here, then she can receive what they call a Blue Star pin, a recognition for the sacrifices that her family made while her spouse was serving in the military. Well, it sounds like it's going to be an amazing event. Once again, that's going to be on March the 29th, right? What time will that begin? At 3 o'clock. It's the beginning. 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock at the LeGrand Alumni and Visitor Center. Again, if anyone, you or anyone you know, is a Vietnam veteran, the American Legion wants to welcome you home the way you deserve to be welcomed, and you are eligible to get that special pin, right, that you weren't able to get back then. So if you or anyone you know is a veteran of the Vietnam War, make sure to check that out. Again, that's going to be on March the 29th at 3 in the afternoon at the LeGrand Alumni and Visitor Center. Thank you so much, Carl, for joining us here once again. All right.